the first thing that's going to get transmitted over the internet. Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. Welcome to my, hopefully, continually weekly stream. I am joined by my regular co-host, Cybernetic Pink Eye. Apparently, my co-host has been replaced by a slime monster. Anyway,
these pipes are clean.
You can probably tell by the title of today's stream that we are going to be getting started with some more of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I'm going to do something, I'm going to switch a few things up today. I mean, you can obviously see the landing page for Starburst, The Lore of Lias. If you're not following that over on Sirenia Studios, we stream every other Sunday, so it's not going to be this coming Sunday, but it's going to be next Sunday that we're going to hopefully be continuing the campaign. And I keep teasing that it's going to be the end of the prologue area. This time, we are probably going to be hitting the end of the prologue area. Hello, Shakarian.
Hello.
So I want to do a little bit of those, what they call calls to action. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Over here on YouTube. Obviously, if you like the content that we make, either here or over on Sirenia Studios, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, etc. Hit the bell. Doing those things, as I've said before, ends up helping out the channel quite a bit. It may not seem like it's a major metric, but it is something that YouTube does in fact tally, and can have a major impact on how visible our channel is. I will say that this channel, the M. Lorelei channel, is pretty fucked in the algorithm at this point. Which is my own fault. I did not YouTube very well. But either way, obviously I try to do weekly streams. I do want to say, too, I'm actually going to be, hopefully, streaming a little bit more often. Is that necessary, Kat? Anyway. Hopefully streaming a bit more often. There's going to be the streams over on Sirenia Studios. There's going to be the every other week, the Lore of Lias. And then I also want to see about regularly on Wednesdays doing, like, an art stream, often related to art for the channel. So basically, if you attend those streams, you're going to get a sneak preview of content that's eventually going to be going up on the channel. Otherwise, I might just draw, like, you know, for funsies or whatever. That's what you're supposed to scratch. Yes, Kat.
Yeah, please spare us the percussion section for now, Kat.
He's fine. I'd rather he do that on the actual scratching post of the cat tree
than what's left of my chair.
Hey. Hey. But yeah, so hopefully Wednesdays, and I'm going to have when I get implementing these new streams, I'm going to be actually officially putting out a schedule. Yeah. There's also going to be some additional streams on hopefully Mondays and Fridays. Now I know that's, you know, there's always going to be a lot of overlap with other streamers. There's a whole bunch of people out there who are streaming on those same days. Hello, Gojira Fan 05. Sorry, I haven't been around much. I've been doing a lot with my college and working on my animation career. Well, congratulations on that.
It's nice to hear from you, Goji.
Yeah, definitely worth focusing on that. Animation is not an easy thing to get into, just in general. Never mind.
No, it is not.
Never mind the politics around, and, like, you know, you gotta know someone in the industry to get into the industry kind of thing. Yeah. It's fucked.
And believe me, you'll be hearing from us on that subject at a future date.
I'm sure. But, so yes, hoping to do more streams during the week. However, they're not all going to be like, you know, Mass Effect. They're actually going to be scheduled days depending on what you're more actually interested in watching. Saturdays are going to stay my action-adventure RPG style type games. Mondays are going to, because I seem to like adding commentary to my Saturday streams. I figured, why not just bump that to Monday?
Yeah. And
have a full dedicated Monday commentary, podcasty, topic-based type of stream.
Yeah, bemoaning Monday. I can get behind it.
Right? And Friday, I'm going to be doing something, I don't know if I have, like, an official title for it or anything, but I am going to attempt to play indie games. Initially, I was going to do just literally the itch.io bundles that I got both for the BLM for last year and this year the Palestinian support bundle. I got both of those, and I'm going to see if I can start picking through some of those games and actually streaming them, as well as other indie games. Because I was kind of looking over my Steam library and noticing there's a lot of games in there, especially indie games, that I would actually be kind of curious to stream for people. Animation is a real pain. I sold my soul to Blender. Yeah. Animation is a pain, although I actually recently upgraded my Clip Studio Paint Pro to Clip Studio Paint EX because it has smoother animation. It does not have a limitation on how many frames you can animate at a time. There are a lot of nifty bells and whistles associated with that, including being able to make what they call stories, which is basically comic books.
Man.
I mean, that's literally oversimplifying it. But anyway, all of this is to say, I am planning on doing more streaming, and I'm going to be fighting to keep my energy up for that. Today's even kind of a good example of that. Yesterday was the day from hell. I was even going to say yesterday was the week from hell, and that's kind of how it felt.
Man.
All of the hell week was condensed into one single day. And I'm not going to get into the TMI details, but basically I went in to get some lab work done, and it turns out there was a lot of lab work to be done. Now, a while ago, our fridge has been showing signs of trouble and not being able to operate very effectively. We ran into another major snag yesterday morning, and so we contacted the leasing office of this apartment complex, and they had promised us like a month ago to get us a replacement fridge because they were unable to fix the problem with the current fridge.
Yeah.
But we either had the option of having them install it yesterday, or we would have to wait until Monday. So, because today was scheduled day for an appointment, I was like, okay, so let's see about setting it up for sometime after the appointment. The appointment ended up running a little bit late because, any kind of clinic is going to have a couple of delays along those lines. And so we contacted, again, the leasing office here to let them know, okay, can we actually bump this to 4:30? Now, the fun thing is both times that we contacted them were literally right when the maintenance guy was standing right by the person operating the phone. So both times it was easily confirmed, like, yeah, that shouldn't be any issue. We can set this up. So we get home with like 40 minutes to spare before the actual, I think
we're at 10 minutes to spare.
No, we got home. Like, because we had it set up for 4:30, right?
Yeah, and I left it around like 4:20.
Right. So what I'm saying is that we were home from 10 minutes before 4.
Oh, were we? Felt like less than that. Anyway.
It felt like less than that, but that was definitely around the time that we got in. I think we were just very tired.
Yeah,
so
that much is definitely true.
We got in around that time. We had enough time to settle in and for Griffin to empty the fridge. Garrus has found a toy. Nice. To empty the fridge, which we had quite a few things in there. We now have even more things because we did groceries today, which I also scheduled, assuming that the fridge was going to be operable. It is operable. It's just malfunctioning a little bit, yeah. You are literally parkouring. Oh, did I make you self-con? Okay, never mind.
He's got performance anxiety. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, no. But, he was able to empty the fridge, and then he had to go to work. But I was thinking, hey, I'm going to be home. I don't have anything else better to do. I can keep an ear out. I can literally keep no headphones on and listen out for someone to deliver and install the new fridge. And that was set for 4:30. 4:30 comes around, and no one showed up. And so...
Yeah, and mind you, they placed the fridge outside in the hallway.
Yeah, it was already outside the door. Which they have
since...
It was
ready to go.
Yeah. So, 4:30 rolls around, no sign of anyone. I kept an ear out. Over the next half an hour, which now makes it 45 minutes since the entire fridge had actually been emptied and the cats had been secured in Griffin's room so that they wouldn't be underfoot while someone was trying to install a fridge. So 45 minutes since that whole thing was actually kicked off, and I was like, okay, I can't not have refrigerable food in the fridge. They weren't, well, the fridge was in the hallway by the time we got back. Like, so the 10 minutes before 4. So they may have knocked at the time that they delivered the fridge to the hallway, but we weren't home, and they knew that we weren't home at that time. So, at that point, I didn't even have the number for the leasing office because I've only moved out here so long, and I haven't had a lot of opportunity or need to personally call the leasing office. So I had to track down that number, and I called right as the person answering the phone was basically setting up shop or closing down shop for the day. And I mentioned that no one had shown up, and I was like checking on the status of the fridge and all of that stuff. She went and checked, and not only had the maintenance guy already gone home for the day, like he'd already noped out and all of that, there was basically that his boss was the one that I think she was mostly communicating with, but then there was the maintenance guy who was actually set to do the delivery and installation of it. He claimed that he had come by at 4:30 and no one answered. He knocked and knocked and knocked and no one answered. I was here the entire fucking time. My ears were out and open. There was no knocking. No one fucking showed up that entire time. And so this person lied. This is purely conjecture. I have no way of proving this, but my conjecture on the situation is that he lied so that he didn't actually have to do the installation, especially so close to the end of his shift. I can understand having a long day and wanting to call it quits for the day, but here's the problem with that. 45 minutes of food that was supposed to be in the fridge that did not get put into a fridge. 45 minutes of cats being locked in a room, and unfortunately they did some damage as a result of that, so
yes,
thumbs up on that. And now, because again, they can't actually install it until Monday, so we were completely fucked anyway. We wasted our time. We wasted the leasing office's time. We didn't even do that. We didn't waste anyone's time. It was, in fact, the maintenance person who didn't actually complete the delivery. So that was yesterday, and that was only in a fraction of it. Both Griffin and I were exhausted. I'm not going to give details about his actual work, but he had to work someplace where there was no air conditioning in 99-degree weather.
Mm-hmm.
It was hot.
For 2 hours.
For 2 hours! He came home exhausted to the old fridge still being in place and damage happening to his room, or having happened to his room. I had to put everything out on the counters back in the fridge, and as someone with some mobility issues, I was in intense pain by the end of that. So I was in the position of not just being exhausted, especially for having blood drawn for lab work, and just physically exerting myself earlier in the day, and then having to put everything back in the fridge, which I couldn't take a break from putting things back in the fridge because it had already been out for like 45 minutes at that point.
Yeah.
So I finally got to sit down, and as soon as I sit down, I'm like, oh, I need a minute to myself. Nope! I had a D&D session last night, and I briefly forgot about it because of all of this other shit going on. So I was DM'd immediately in that moment. I did not have a good evening. It was not fun.
Yeah.
That was a real mess.
Literally.
In so many ways, it was a mess last night, and like
Complete
I said,
with raw chicken.
which was put in a cooler, so it wasn't nearly as bad off. Everything was fine. Like
Yeah.
everything went back in the fridge, and there wasn't any issue with that. It's just, unfortunately, a series of unfortunate events that kind of tapped all together. I hope everything is better. Today has been better. It's still been tiring.
Yeah.
It's still been exhausting. And of course it had to be started with a cat who has regular stomach issues deciding to have one this morning.
Oh, yes.
Which didn't help. It was just like, oh good. So I woke up in tremendous physical pain, especially because of the events of yesterday. And you had to wake up also to that, on top of everything
He's like,
else.
this might as well happen.
Yeah. And there's no Count Olaf around. Yeah.
I wish, at least there'd be some entertainment value with Jim Carrey present.
At least we could blame someone.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we can blame people. But we could blame a true villain instead of someone who was like, I'm tired and I need to go home for the day, which, unfortunately, it was shitty behavior, but it wasn't evil.
Oh, yeah.
I hope things get better. Yeah, like I said, today has been better.
Yeah.
Overall, I will say at one point I was in the middle of talking someone, unfortunately, and I ended up falling asleep in the chair after replying. So I felt so bad about that.
If you're watching, you know who we're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. So all of this is a prelude to, this is how my day has been. That's also part of why we got started late today, was because we also had to pick up the groceries today, which was not exactly an adventure, but kind of half of an adventure.
Just a smidge.
Getting that up and bringing that up to the apartment and all of that. I just got a new kitten, a ginger boy with white socks. It's been adorable. Aww. I love how you went down and I went up.
Yeah.
Aww.
GHX.
So earlier we had a conversation actually earlier where we were talking about the difference between thinking and learning, that they are not mutually inclusive. Not necessarily, or mutually exclusive to each other. Anyway, they're not inherently paired, and it was, I was talking about how you can be a thinking person but be incapable of learning anything.
In case in point, the United States.
Well, you said the human race.
Yeah, but I figured I might as well make it more specific.
But the human race. At which point I joked about pulling out, like, a spray bottle. I was like, no, bad.
At which point I went, see? Now I've learned something.
And I will say this, that is likely going to be a Lorelei Logician exchange at some point.
Oh, yeah.
It just kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But, congratulations on the new kitten, Shikarian.
Good luck.
So speaking of Shikarian,
Uh-huh.
I came here with a title to today's stream. We might actually want to get around to playing that.
Might be a good idea.
I mean, eventually, I imagine. I don't know, maybe the person, Shikarian, might be interested in seeing the fucking game, Mass Effect, especially Legendary Edition, where it has both characters that form the ship name that is currently branded as the name that you are wearing. Gee, I wonder if that's also one of my favorite ships. I have a cat named Garrus. Yes. Gee.
I also love Shrek and Bulgarians.
That would be Shrekarian.
Fair.
Shikarian is a reference to Shepherd and Vicarian, the two surnames of the characters in question, put together to make a ship name. Speckle.
Am I the only one who thinks that having Carrion as your last name is maybe not the most glamorous of options?
Vicarian.
Vicarian, okay.
It's just when you combine it with Shepherd, it's Shikarian.
Gotcha.
So it's not Carrion, you son of a...
Fuck me for not having an encyclopedic knowledge of this series.
Every time now, whenever I say son of a bitch, I think of fucking Pingers Edits.
You son of a bitch! Sounds like you're sneezing into the mic with that.
If you ever want to watch those old highlights, I love the Pingers work on those.
Yeah, they're amazing, and Pinger does amazing editing work.
You should be able to find a playlist of that on the channel, and it's worth watching them. He did an amazing job with putting those together. Oh, yeah. So yeah, nice self-plug there. I believe I was trying to get a game started.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys are going to hear a sound, and then I'm going to switch this over. I've had this username too long, I can't change it now. That's fair, honestly. Very, very fair. I will also say, like, today, neither of us felt particularly... for fuck's sake.
That's a good summary. Neither of us felt very... For fuck's sake.
None of us felt like being on camera today. However, I am going to start implementing having a webcam on during my streaming. Yes. Zach coming in, Commander, sorry I'm late. Well, to be fair, I was also late.
Yeah, we're also just literally getting started with the actual game, Zach, so it's cool.
And even then, so I opened it up and it says, we need to update Origin.
Verbatim, by the way, is right there in Eldritch speak.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we broadcasting from the Red Room now? I'll take that as a yep. Watch Twin Peaks.
Oh God, it's so good.
You fucking
And
plebs.
both the original 2 seasons as well as
The continuation.
continuation that happened a few years ago.
Yeah?
The 25-year anniversary mark. Was that 2017? I think it was.
Just about,
I think it was because the last aired episode was like 1992, so I think it was anyway. So yeah, 25 years after that takes us to I think 2017 if I can do math.
Roundabouts.
Yeah. So there's a lot that's really cool about it. There is also, by the way, a 4-hour video on YouTube that says explaining Twin Peaks. No, really.
Yeah, though I will encourage you not to watch it prior to the series. And again, if oddly enough, I might also recommend you. It depends on how you feel. Like
He does the warning even at the start of the video, saying don't watch this if you have not yet seen the series, and in fact don't watch this. I mean, if you don't want to force some kind of like opinion over this, it will explain a few things, but
yeah, because
this should not be part of the enjoyment of the series. Is trying to puzzle out the answer to everything.
Yeah,
but
and I think that may have been, in fact, like the original creator's intent with it, not having like the actual answer spoon-fed to you.
oh look, it's Garrus.
I mean, for all I knew at the time.
I know, but oh, God, I'm sorry, I interrupted for what was it again? Oh yeah, the Twin Peaks.
Yeah. Fantastic show.
It's a good show. Part of the point of it is to try and unearth a reason for yourself. Honestly, all meaning that was in the show is meant to be in the individual experiencing the show, just as much as it is understanding the show.
I just realized I never plugged in my earphones.
That would be why you couldn't hear things, huh? Okay. The experience of the show is trying to interpret the events as well as understand some of the more surreal aspects of it. It is very David Lynch.
Yeah, it's basically the show that started the whole like employees talking by a water cooler. Did you see the new episode of blah blah blah? That was pretty much started with this show.
Can't help you referring to the actual character or to your cat every time. Oh look, I'm joking about
Garrus.
Griffin misinterpreting Saren as Garrus, which at the time he had no idea of knowing, but
yeah, I mean the way I saw you've seen one like Terran or whatever the fuck they're called. You've seen them all.
Turian.
Thank you.
Dan?
I just see him as a weird like chipped beaked turtle face thing.
I mean, you know, you're
Hello,
not.
welcome to today's episode of Is It Racist? Sadaka says yes. Eventually.
I'm apparently good at carrying sound for a long period of time.
I mean, it's almost as if it's your job or something.
It's almost like I'm a singer, too. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Photo mode! Let's do this!
Let's do this. I'm a cashew.
Okay.
You're about as pale as one, anyway.
Well, and I will say that's in comparison with two characters that are canonically mixed race.
Ah, yeah, fair.
So they're. I mean, this is. I swear that I could remember hearing at some point that the intent was to imply that in the future of the human race, there's like less racial disparity. There's a lot of like, you know, the mixing of the races.
And yet one of the, top figures in the hierarchy of the military is a, blatant black man.
Well, yes. But given how much overrepresentation of white people across all media, and unfortunately in sci-fi,
Oh, yes.
is white.
Yeah, I mean, God knows sci-fi is rife with white savior bullshit.
Mm.
I mean, to be fair, most media is. I shouldn't just limit it to, sci-fi.
Okay, so let's see. I love how Caden's just fucking staring off to the side.
Yeah.
He's sus.
I mean, who isn't in this series? Can I help you? One moment.
Has he found a bag?
Someone has found something. That is not for you, sir. You know what? As punishment.
I wonder if this is where they came up with the inspiration for Badass Weekly
Look
and
who I
Mass.
found. Hanging on the door.
He's chill too. Like he's like, this is comfy.
And did you want to give some color commentary to what's happening?
So we had one of our cloth bags left over from our grocery trip earlier today, and we heard some rustling. Griffin went over and found Sir Pounce currently nestled in one of those bags. He doesn't even seem particularly distressed about having been picked up and moved around.
He's just vibing.
He's vibing.
I'm hanging you on the door, motherfucker.
No.
I'm joking, obviously.
You son of a bitch. So let's see. Better That or the Monstrosities I'm recently discovering on my YouTube homepage about a book called All Tomorrows. What? What are you gonna do with the dresses we get in Mass Effect 2 and 3? We'll cross that bridge when we burn it.
He's just chilling in there.
Yeah, he will be. Better that than the monstrosities.
I will say it's better he's chilling out in there than directly under my near broken chair where he could be crushed at any whim of fate.
Crushed it.
Yeah, I crushed it. Nice. Which is a crushed cryptid, by the way, fun fact.
Nice little duo shot here.
Yeah.
Alright.
What are you talking about? Dudes in another game.
Alright, cool. Anyway. I wasted enough time with that. This is me just getting... you're gonna see me be wonky with the fucking UI here.
It's BioWare. It's gonna be wonky anyway.
Yeah, especially with tank controls.
Yeah.
I can't go in. Whoops. It's not what I meant to do, but okay.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Custom pants scanner door permission.
Then Ashley is in the photo. I can see her shoulder.
I mean...
I have mixed feelings about Ashley. Oh god, this area is going to be a nightmare.
Oh.
For frame rate. Okay, it's a huge area.
Oh.
And you can see that...
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So I apologize to the stream.
Apologize to me. I'm the one seeing it in real time.
Commander. I'm notable. I love that this game actually predicted the likes of Alexa and Siri.
I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, so did Halo with Cortana.
True, which they also literally, I think it's...
like Microsoft literally turned their AI into like Cortana, complete with the voice actor.
I love that the embassy receptionist just has like that voice that I use for like commercial voices,
Oh, yeah.
like the "Welcome to the Presidium. If you like, please access Avena for further information. Avena is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself."
I do love how you and I tend to excel in those areas of just like generic, like message E1A. The subscriber you are calling is not available or is outside the service area.
Message.
You know, that stuff.
Message to B. The caller you're attempting to contact is no longer in their reception area. Anyway, they improve on the Mako in this game. Also, Thresher mods are easier. I'm gonna keep the Mako on legacy controls anyway. It's probably better. Hello, Ian.
Hey.
Upon my entrance, I'm apologized too. I'm used to it. I mean, I watch some YouTubers stream mobile games. Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
fair.
Hi, Ian. Hello, Ragnar. Hello, everyone. Anyway, I can also bump up the volume when I can.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Busy? Want to get a drink later? So this one is just me.
I mean...
Anyway, well, I should go.
Yeah.
I have the volume... Oh, I did have the volume low.
Yeah?
Is it only my problem or the game sound just died? It's quiet.
Yeah, it's fairly low down there. Nice.
What?
The volume number.
Oh,
Yeah. Use your
I put it-
imagination, audience.
I put it at 69.
Yeah.
The only other alternative would have been 420, which we can't do.
I mean,
Did
not
you
with that
trip?
attitude.
Did you trip? Why is your head white?
Racist.
Are you real?
I'm tripping balls, man.
Shepherd, sweetheart, baby girl.
Let's just make her as naive as possible.
Okay.
Thanks, Bonzi buddy. God damn you, Ragnar. Is this real life? Is this just fantasy?
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Not sponsored, by the way.
From what, Fanta?
Yeah.
No.
Laura's more of a Dr. Pepper type person, anyway. Me, I'm Mr. Pibb, ride or die. Then Werner's ginger ale.
Don't.
Well, you don't.
I'm pointing at you.
You gonna pick my nose or what?
Only if you hook your nose on my finger like you just tried.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I see. My nose is big enough for just Hook. Is that it?
You lifted your nose and almost planted your nostril on my fingertip.
Oh, yeah. Victim blame.
I swear if I have to hear Morden singing one more time... what's your fucking problem? You have a problem with Morden being a fucking angel? Fuck you.
Oh, God.
Alright.
Also, hello, Angel.
Welcome, Angel.
And I will say that's probably not happening, Angel. She's Ace and I'm Mayro, so.
Yeah. Oh.
God.
Important enough.
Uh-huh. I mean, she's blunt, if nothing else. Ah, I get you, Zach. Sort of like
Overexposure.
let it go syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you, my dude. Significant enough.
Can you at least hug each other?
Oh,
Well,
we do that plenty.
Yeah. What do you think? It's a virtual intelligence, you dumb fuck. Why were the Volus first? 'Cause they interacted with the with the fucking council first?
'Cause dibs, motherfucker. What difference does it make?
And integral is setting up their economy.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Zach.
Hey!
Zach.
Hello, other Zach. I will also say, Angel, like, I can appreciating our friendship and affection for each other, but I will say, when there's real people involved, be careful about doing the just kiss thing.
Yeah, unless you're talking about Shep and Cortana here.
Well, I mean, they're fictional characters.
Oh, yeah. I had to wait a second.
Again, you can. Wait, here's the thing. I want to point this out. This is how you literally have systemic fucking racism.
Oh,
This virtual intelligence was programmed by the fucking council. There's an inherent bias built into this thing. She says herself she doesn't make any kind of qualified judgments, but that was a qualified judgment right there that she just spouted out. She wrapped it up. Hello, Skeeto. Holy shit.
Right at the gate, so it begins. Also, what do I think of that episode, Angel? Well, I mixed it, so I thought it was hilarious.
I'm also going to point out, Angel, I'm kind of catching a whiff of what you keep inferring here.
Yeah.
I'm consider this like it's not going to be like a warning so much as it is a request to steer off of this topic. But yes, hello, Skeeto. Christ. Where was I? Ah, yes, systemic racism. Anyway, she says I only have information and simulated, but like that's literally lesser species. It implies a certain it implies a mindset. She was programmed to call them lesser species by and this is true of all programming. There's an inherent bias in a lot of programming that will be biased against, and this is real life I'm talking about here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have, like, facial recognition software that doesn't recognize black people, for example, because they didn't code it properly for that. They didn't bother testing it because they would just assume that white people being the quote-unquote default means that everyone would follow suit, but it's stupid.
Of course, it also kind of raises the philosophical question of, like, if you search a racist search history, and it's filled with racist shit, does that make the computer racist?
That's just it. She's not racist. She doesn't have the capacity to be racist, but she was programmed by racist people.
Yeah.
Anyway, I should steal away from asking those. Thank you, Angel. I do appreciate it.
Much appreciated.
Anyway, so lesser species. I mean, to be fair, Shepard started as, why were the Volus first?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I swear the one thing I really wish the game learned to do is having Shepard record vital conversations, like with Sovereign on Varmire, or even Vigil on Ilos. Common sense seems to not exist here. Anyway, Spectre! That seems a little dangerous, as we know already. A friend also didn't like that I have a ringtone where a bunch of Decepticons say, "All hail Starscream, Starscream is dancing." I mean,
it depends on whether or not you really, really like Starscream.
the council is just going to continually doubt Shepard's word at every turn, the Turian counselor. Well, that's just it. You can still record this shit, and they don't care. The game itself is programmed to, literally deflect Shepard being taken seriously.
Yeah.
You are the best internet mother in the world. Well, I mean, that goes without saying.
Oh.
But thank you.
Sorry. I was choking on the saccharin.
Notice how they don't mention Krogan
Uh-huh.
as a major species. Individual autonomy, except for in the cases when you literally, what's it called? Making an entire race infertile.
Ah, yes.
That's what they did to the Krogans.
Yes. Also, I'm fine, Angel. Just clearing my throat.
The first game revolves around humanity striving to make its way among other alien species in the galaxy, so you may find a lot of raisins mentalities in the game. Well, yeah, there's also a lot of
elitism.
I was gonna say anti-artificial intelligence, anti-synthetic sentiments as well. I love that statement almost sounds irritated, like, and?
Yeah, my programming is limited to facts and simple interactions.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
It is simply a coincidence that my vocabulary with simple interactions just happens to contain the N-word.
Which in this world would be another form of racism, technically? Yes.
Yeah. Fucking fanfare.
I leveled, that's why.
Ah, okay, that was fanfare from the AI.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see. Well, store discount? Sign me the fuck up.
Frost raises a good point. Yeah, just casually ignore the Krogan who just saved the galaxy from the Rachni. No big deal.
Rachni.
Rachni, I apologize.
I say Loki, Mechs in Mass Effect 2, they are basically B1 battle droids from Star Wars. I wouldn't be... Yeah, I don't know that much about it.
You know what? You're not wrong, upon retrospect. So Angel asks, will you be continuing the Go to Sleep series?
Not directly, but there will probably be moments interacting with that. Given that both of our characters in that show series are notoriously... Well, Griffin's better at keeping his actual sleep schedule than I am.
Yeah.
But the Logician just doesn't fucking sleep.
Oh, yeah. But when he sleeps, he sleeps. Hey, I guess it's your turn up at bat.
I think I'm gonna add a note in intimidation. Cool. Anyway. Hey, what up, bitch?
Better work, bitch. Well, that was a Moe sound, Angel.
What? Oh, it was that sad. Also, this was Captain America would say language. Okay, but Captain America was a soldier during World War II.
Yeah.
He would not give a single fuck about what language. He worked with people who probably swore far more often than most delicate sensibilities could tolerate.
Well, he worked with the French a lot, so that goes without saying. There's a reason people say, pardon my French.
Unlock fitness.
You just unlock a fucking Bowflex.
Fitness unlocked. If only ever that easy.
I mean, one can dream.
Alright. Ooh. Electronics unlocked.
Oh, good. Now you can pull out your fucking iPod during a firefight. Uh-oh. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you.
Yeah, that's what I was getting a lot on Sunday, too. It's always weird to see chat revenue actually pop up with a number other than 0.
Yeah.
All thanks to you, Skeeto. Thank you so much again.
Yeah.
Damn you!
Yes. How dare you pay us money? You know what it'll really show us? If you paid her more.
No, stop. Don't start the bidding wars again. Hey, Lorfin Griffin. Lorfin Griffin? What the fuck? Hi, Phoenix!
How's knockoff Star Trek? I mean...
It's knockoff Star Wars.
I don't know. That the Normandy do be looking pretty enterprisey.
And I'm gonna do a thing where I save, so I don't have to fucking do that again.
I did not ask for Citadel ASMR, Cortana.
Itadel.
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 No.
Alright.
It an apple. Itadel.
So in case you're wondering...
Oh, here we go. Did I hear bidding war?
No. I mean, if I were less scrupulous... excuse me? If I were less scrupulous, I would be like, yes, let's start a bidding war. But no, I really genuinely... the only time I encourage anything like that is literally only if it is, one, money that you feasibly have available for something like that, and two, you're not doing it... Well, that you're not doing it beyond your means, basically. Yeah. There's a streamer that I watch regularly who has an alert go off whenever someone donates $50 or more, promptly telling them to stop or be sensible. You know what? Yeah. I think I may want to do something like that.
Yeah. Going
once, going twice. Sold. I thought Shepard was the racist one.
Yes. Also, I am very thankful for the friendship I have with Lore Angel. I would not trade it for the world.
Yes. I wish I had a friendship like you two have. I mean... I wish I did too. Wait a second!
Yes.
Wait a second! Claire!
Where'd you go?
And actually I named her Claire.
For anyone who doesn't get it, go watch Snapcube's fandub of Resident Evil 2 remake. I will warn it's got some like gore in it, but it's fucking hilarious. Ah, this motherfucker.
That's a different one.
I'm not fully convinced that isn't just a Microsoft Sam voice. I can't believe it's not Butter.
Is that Jennifer Hale? Again? I think that's Jennifer Hale.
Maybe.
We will so please, Shepard, by the way.
I mean...
Oh god, why are you breaking your neck?
Yeah. I see you, Ian. Welcome to City 17. You've been chosen, or have been chosen, or have been. Wait, this isn't in the script. that was Ryan from the Sonic Riders dub.
Look after your, and I encourage people to, if they have the capacity to, look after yourselves first. Yeah, look after your own needs first, and it's not selfish to look after a fair few of your own wants too. Yeah, take care of yourself, and that includes things like if you want to buy yourself something like ice cream, take care of of the things that make you happy first. Yeah. Now, if the things that make you happy involve making me happy,
yeah. Let me just gradually twist my neck 180 degrees. She do be like that, yeah.
Every time slaps Cyber, I laugh my head off, but don't slap him too hard. I don't slap him that often. Did you get what I said before, ma'am and sir? Let me just casually twist my neck to full 180 degrees. Natsuki, I didn't know you were in Mass Effect!
I mean...
Look. Is that Garrus? It's not.
Is that Garrus?
These things are fucking creepy. They actually used to... I feel like I remember them being a much more vivid green, but obviously they have been retextured, and I really like that as an effect.
They kind of remind me of, like... I mean, I know they're not the same, but they remind me somewhat of, like, some of the, like, maintenance aliens you saw in MIB.
Yeah, I could see that. Hey, they made... Okay, let's see. What's in here? Ah. He's downstairs.
Ah, Bastard.
Ah, Executor Palin.
So yes, Bastard.
Whomst the fuck? Yeah, can you stop speaking in literally the bottom voice? This reminds me of, like, the fucking TikTok, of, like, you know, they have this one guy who's, like, asking a question, and it's like, when was the first time? And so this other guy does literally that same tone of voice, but just how many accents can you guys do? Some good ones, some bad ones.
Yeah. See, your impression there reminded me of Rubber Johnny.
God.
There's a fucking blast from the past.
You can't hear Palin's voice? Huh.
Ah.
I think part of the problem is that because he is speaking in the bottom of his voice, it makes him harder to hear anyway.
Yeah, also, I know it's not, but his tone kind of reminds me of Ron Perlman.
Yeah, I can hear that. Nope, not even on refreshing. Is anyone else having difficulty hearing the game?
Yeah, pop off if you're having any audio issues.
I'm actually gonna see about returning to this. So, let's make sure, oh, game audio is not transmitting.
Oh, well, that's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, a little bit.
God, you know what it is? I think it's because you opened it after you opened OBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, that keeps happening to me too.
I'm gonna see about pausing the stream. Hopefully it doesn't kill the stream completely, and I'm gonna see what I can do to bring it right back. So, 1 sec, guys. Hopefully this doesn't become a long-term issue. Okay. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. That would be be why no one could hear it. All right. I think I fixed it. I think I have fixed it.
Nice.
Yeah, the game audio was not actually transmitting. For some reason, OBS did not want to pick it up.
Yeah, unfortunately, the thing I found with OBS is that, like, if you, like, open, like, another program, like, after opening OBS, it won't register the audio being broadcast from it. You have to have, like, all things you intend to record open before you open OBS in order for it to register.
Which is stupid. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was, like, watching it saying, like, stream will end shortly unless you reconnect your streaming software. And I'm like, I'm trying!
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, hopefully now you can actually hear the game audio.
God knows how that's gonna, like, play out in the singular video file, but...
Shepard, what can I do for you now?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Yeah, also, everyone's confirming they can hear the game.
Cool! Awesome! I do actually kind of agree. Like, I agree to an extent that there does need to be some kind of moderation on any kind of task force. But
Yeah.
Anyway, I do think that it's also kind of naive. Since the whole point is also for the Spectres to act in a way that the council has plausible deniability, saying, we didn't command them to do this, they made that decision themselves.
Yeah.
Your good technical difficulties happen sometimes. They happen a lot.
Phoenix. I hear voices, so this isn't an artsy silent movie-like game?
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
And that's why you're with CSEC.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres. They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
As it turned, like, again, he has good points here.
Yeah.
And thank you, Angel. I have been happy to be able to work with some incredibly talented people across the internet.
Yeah.
So,
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable.
I agree.
Yeah.
Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
No.
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
Same with CSEC agents. You literally admitted the same thing. Like, okay, all cops are bastards, okay? But, like, in this, it's a little bit narrow in some ways, and it's not a black and white issue. Next time we're going to slap some captions on between the scenes and watch a black and white sepia tones. Pound is actually one of the best Turians of this game. He's reasonable. It's just nothing's black and white.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Investigate. He's pragmatic and sees things as they are. Our inspectors essentially high-ranking government agents. Yeah. I'd love to see police officer arrest a special ops agent. That'd go over well. Well, the clones aren't as bad as police. Okay. Alright, so that ends that conversation.
I mean, we can
I'll be
all agree
going
with
now.
ACAB.
Goodbye, Commander.
Cool. I gained some more Paragon, too.
What was that?
There's a computer beep.
Okay, I thought like someone like just slipped some basketball shoes across the floor. That's such a distinct sound, isn't it? Just like squeaky shoes on a basketball court. That was not that.
No. Alright, let's see. Let's do this right in front of him, right?
Yeah, I mean...
There we go.
Some next level Frogger bullshit.
Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Ada cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind.
Was it broadcast from the fucking Borg? Because that's what the music sting made it sound like.
It's a mission statement, basically.
Right.
It's a mission, anyway.
Yeah.
I love the, only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am Captain Pollution. I mean, that do be a pretty view.
It's so gorgeous. I think there was like a specific computer that we walked past that actually beeped at us.
Hmm.
You are incredibly loud, Door.
I mean...
Ah, yes. I love how the Turian looked at Shepard and was like, yeah, okay.
You're like, excuse me, we're having a conversation.
How often do you two playfully hit each other? Again, getting into that not cool territory, dude.
Never reveal her secrets.
Of course you wouldn't. You'd be talked out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
Listening.
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
Yeah, shut up, Baldy.
Boys will be boys.
What the fuck is up with that haircut?
Hey, don't bald shame.
I mean, I'm not bald shaming. I mean, he was being a fucking douchebag to someone who literally just fucking talked.
Look, like, on the weekends, dude likes to cosplay as Friar Tuck. Don't
What do you
shame
want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
His eyes are glowing!
He's got
What can I
fucking
do for
J.J.
you, Commander?
Abrams, like, glow across his face.
It was glowing through his face! I mean, he is a biotic, but still.
Yeah.
Let's... shows up. Oh no, a Spectre. Anyway, well, she's not a Spectre.
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as...
A
that is,
consort?
She helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Where can I get in on that action?
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Ash! The fuck? Elusive man? Is that you? Look.
It's the bye-bye man.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm also going to do a quick little save.
Good call.
So, Ashley, not a fan, sir. Yeah.
God.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Okay, well, you came up as a target, so I just fucking targeted you, that's all.
I mean, look, the job of an E-consort is a very busy one.
She's not a consort! She's a businesswoman.
That's what I said.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
That's not cool.
That's alright.
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies, not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the
He's
markets
just
one level
rubbing the
below.
counter.
For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
Like, he leans forward and he just, like, rubs the counter while he talks, like...
I mean, dude loves his mahogany. What
I
can
mean...
tell you? Yeah, also, he sounds very familiar for whatever reason.
Maybe. But yeah, no, he's... it's his stim, right? You know, rubbing the countertop. He loves the sensation.
To each their own.
What's a Shaira?
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
And I actually like the idea that literally a character who is the top-ranking consort, like in the galaxy, is literally a high-respect person.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on around here? Just in general. It's my job to rub the counter.
That's all in a day. I don't even serve drinks.
I stim by rapidly rubbing my hands together.
I mean,
I'm not in love with my legs.
ow.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Cool.
Goodbye.
I should go.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
I'll just be here, chroming my countertop.
Hello.
God, I'm regretting not bringing my glasses, 'cause from a distance that thing looked like fucking Mr. Mime.
I regret you.
I regret me too!
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
That's Steve Bloom.
Maybe.
You have to be tough with these aliens. They won't respect you otherwise.
He's got the same sort of grit, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't think it's him.
It's good to see another human face around here.
Similar enough, but
Yeah,
anyway.
sort of like generic, like, hey, how's it going? Which, oddly enough, I sounded more like Steve Bloom than he did there.
Yeah.
I love a woman who can kick my ass.
Who doesn't? No, the diplomat looks like a knockoff Lando Calrissian.
You're not wrong!
Yeah, he kind of did. Alright. More Presidium!
Do 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 do.
Doom. Ba-doom. Use rapid transit to travel quickly between major locations as you explore the Citadel. More locations unlock.
Just call it a cab.
It is.
It's just a cab. Call it a cab.
A cab. Am I right?
A cab.
Hey, Larks, welcome.
Hello.
Started a little bit late today. Just on my end, things were.
It's been a day.
It's been a day. Okay.
Since I said I'm sorry.
Hasn't even been that long for you on that front.
No, that just comes naturally.
Eat Krogan.
Yes. He's drunk. It's drunk like beer.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
What happened to your lips?
Again, don't be racist.
Ah. Well, may as well, I guess.
I mean, when in Rome.
Welcome. I am Naelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
And I actually really love the voice actor that they chose for this character. Very charismatic sort of tone.
Yeah, very customer service.
Can't help but notice how big her nose is. Yeah, I was noticing her
Yeah, she
lips.
looked like straight up like a Pixar character.
What do you do here, Nalina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
That sounds about right.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted.
How do you have my
Is there
name?
anything else?
I didn't give you my name. How do you have my name?
There are species of psychics. You figure it out.
I thought this was... But I need this now!
What do you do here, Nalina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What is the consort?
It's our job to
What does
ensure
she
they
do?
leave.
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people and something different for each.
Take
Some
care,
seek
Ian.
her for advice,
Aye,
some
have
for
a good-
entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
Okay, well...
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Every 3 or 4 months.
Nalina,
Yes, Shaira?
send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
Yes, of course, mistress.
And I love how you can tell that they really did not think girls necessarily were going to play this game. Male gazy as
It
fuck.
appears the consort has taken notice of you.
Alternatively,
She'd like to
lesbian
meet with
gazy,
you
but-
now.
I mean, yeah, but this was
Oh yeah, I definitely know what you mean.
video games in the aughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Angel Dust. You cannot tell me that you are appalled at the mention of pleasure. Mistress also means female master, which often refers to in terms of like master of the house.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Or if you watch Doctor Who, it has a special meaning.
just wait until we see Miranda. I have played through all of the games before. Well, I haven't played Andromeda, but I have played the original trilogy before. Okay.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
All right.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
I love that one of the acolytes is a Solarian.
Yeah.
It's a nice little detail.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
Why was that muffled? Also, why are your hands inside your legs?
She's trying to relate to the dude wearing a life support system. Does this make you feel more at home?
Please, relax and enjoy yourself.
I love that this is literally just like one of my voices. Please, relax and enjoy yourself.
Please relax and enjoy yourself.
It's not that I'm disgusted, just was not expecting that.
Do you think the acolytes are your allies?
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Well, I mean, give it time. You'll come sooner or later.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on
Oh, hey,
Earth.
Cree Summer.
Huh.
Playing a white woman.
I mean...
The consort is a wonderful person. She has quite a gift. You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Another thing this game predicted is the fact that women would eventually get put into combat roles, and they've been in combat roles.
I'm not sure if, like, Zach is specifically referring to... I have no idea, honestly.
They've been in active combat roles since... for a while now. I don't even know with a specific, but at least through the 80s, I think. Definitely through the 90s. The concert is like so cool, like oh my god. Well,
God, that's a fucking fossilized meme.
Apparently, it has been fun or non. It's been NFT'd basically.
Oh God, has it?
I think so.
Jesus, I was looking through some old fucking videos the other day, by the way, chat, and I found out, if any of you are familiar with that old video, Cat, I'm a kitty cat, and a dance, and a dance, that's 14 years old.
Yeah.
I hate.
This is literally very random, but do you remember the Mean Kitty song?
Yes.
Did you know that Sparta died?
Yeah, I heard about Sparta.
That was like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think Loki passed first, I think, unfortunately, and then Sparta.
Yeah. I felt...
Yeah. I believe Mr. Safety has since stopped producing videos.
Certainly on Sparta.
Yeah.
Like, he had the whole channel literally dedicated to Mean Kitty and all of that, and it's so sad. It's unfortunate, but I was surprised to learn it. I only learned that, like, literally, like, this last year, late last year.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, if I'm not mistaken, I think he may have had feline leukemia, and with that considered, he lived a long, happy life.
It was either him or one of the other cats.
It may have been Loki.
It might have been. But NFT, non-fungible token, it's basically related to cryptocurrency. But here's the thing. Cryptocurrency is a terrible idea. Like, the problem with it is that it is inherently based on non-regulated currency. And that means that they can kind of almost arbitrarily decide how much is there, how much worth something has, and worth can plummet literally overnight.
Yeah.
And that means that you invest $300 into something and suddenly it's only worth $1, and so you're out that money. And that's literally the conservative estimate. You could be thinking that you've paid for something that's worth $3,000, but if you don't immediately convert that to like United States currency or any local currency, I suppose. If you don't transfer that to an actually regulated currency, that $3,000-ish could be gone.
Yeah.
The next fucking day. It is not reliable. It seems viable for now, but that's only because the people who actually started it up in the first place were basically kind of hoarding a lot of it. Now that it is becoming an expanded market, they're the ones who are benefiting up at the top, and they've basically taken all that they've actually kind of hoarded over the years, hoarded it even more, and kind of cut and run with it. So anyone joining now has basically missed whatever bandwagon there actually could have been to making money off of it. It is now becoming not only insanely, it's an overdrawn market at this point.
Yeah.
Which means that the people who are joining now are not going to be seeing nearly the same kind of return. But an NFT specifically refers to creating like basically a digital footprint that has a unique code to it, but it gets attached to a chain, basically, if I understood it correctly.
Yeah, you know more than me. Also, Phoenix, how is cryptocurrency any different from normal capitalism? Same reason religions are different from cults, popularity, and actual like organization.
Well, yeah, organization I think is the important key in all of this. The cryptocurrency is different from capitalism because capitalism at least still has some kind of grounding in some kind of tangible good or material thing, and it is regulated by some sort of organization or government. That's why it's different. Cryptocurrency is completely unregulated. There is no saying how much money you're actually going to get out of anything that you do through cryptocurrency. Frankly, I wish we could do away with both.
Oh yeah, and like I do also definitely agree, Phoenix, that like because of the purely theoretical and like digital nature of modern currency, like the actual value of it is in constant risk of just collapsing in terms of like real world value and feasibility. Excuse you. Pounce agrees apparently. But yeah, that's a discussion for another day. Maybe one of Lore's Monday streams.
Yeah, right? Consider this a preview.
Man.
Alright, and you will even be able to tell that they coded this for a male shepherd.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be able to see it, like, in the movements.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
Oh, they actually coded it to be appropriate to FemShep's height.
I mean,
it used to be like slightly above her face, so it would be like at this like her temple, and it's like that's
yeah,
that's not my face.
Christ.
Tell Alistair that we all probably said hi, Angel Dust. Okay.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Yes.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to a sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Okay.
Now I must ask you to take your leave.
I mean... you know? There are many things I could say here, but I'll leave that to the comments section.
She fucking pressed against Shepard, like practically rubbing. I know it was meant to be like a hug, but like
See,
just.
I thought she was just like copping a feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Effectively, but like. Talk just some sense into him. Now I must ask you to take your leave.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna shove my face into yours. Now leave.
These blue aliens don't know personal space, do they? I think the VA forgot to whisper behind the ear.
God.
Alright.
I mean...
I have many clients waiting to see me.
And what if I don't?
You gonna cry?
Don't. Is she part cat?
Probably.
Take a seat if you like. It may be a while.
You know, I think I'm good. Already had my seat taken.
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard good things about the consort. It's just...
The unknown forces us out of our comfort zone. It forces us to be vulnerable.
Exactly. That's just what I was thinking.
Good. Then we are ready to begin.
In front of everyone?
I mean, don't be a prude.
Personal space doesn't exist in Mass Effect. Also, hello, Conrad.
Yes.
Just ran into the wall, as I do. I should also be making note of any place I see a fucking keeper. That's going to be a mission later. Hello, Blues.
Racist.
Yeah. Oh God, game, please.
I mean, you're not wrong, Zach. But That is the implication here.
Yes?
If you're gonna make a Krogan statue, you might as well make it big, right? Sure is peaceful here.
Hard to believe the Krogan were once seen as the saviors of the galaxy.
Yeah, hard to believe given how much they attempted to bury it.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually...
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the council.
Uh-huh. Also, Larks. Caden said, I love him!
Mm-hmm. You need a moment there, Larks?
Yeah, it's okay. Understandable reaction.
I guess.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
And again, it goes to show that the coding and the people who get to tell the story determine the facts.
Right.
I'll be Larks when I see Liara. That's also fair!
I'm sorry, but that's a name I can't dissociate from
I
a certain
know.
individual. For reference, Liara is a very important figure in the D&D campaign both Laura and I are part of. Basically, big baddie turned ally.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah, for
She's
the
still...
moment.
The jury's still kind of out on that one. She's a little crazy.
Yeah, a little. I think she'd give Kefka a run for his money.
Maybe. Maybe, but I still love how well she and Peak just immediately bonded.
Oh, yeah.
Just...
Yeah, Peak being one of Laura's characters.
Peak being a chirpy sunshine lady who, at one point, someone had remarked something to the effect of, like, where would you even put the booby trap? And then both Peak and Liara, at the same time in this campaign, remarked, why, in the booby, of course.
Yeah, imagine like a cross between Rita Repulsa and the Joker. And you've got a rough estimate of Liara.
Kind of. She is your adopted crazy. Yes.
Yes.
We've actually literally been
One
slowly
of many.
converting... We've been slowly converting several people from the bad side over to the good side, including what started off as the 4 major generals that were against us in the beginning.
And now we have 4 more that turns out were there from the beginning.
And part of the ascension to godhood of the false goddess who's actually evil and the big bad of the campaign.
Yeah.
And we haven't even had the chance yet to try and convert them, but that's not off the table.
Right.
Have a good night, Phoenix, and thank you for dropping by today.
Take care, my dude.
Yeah.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Yeah, except Saren? Anyway.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Serves them right, no. I do not agree with that statement.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly
Wars with the
2,200
Rachni.
years
Next
ago,
question.
explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
I mean, who better suited to hunt down a bunch of alien bugs than a bunch of alien frogs?
That's more the Solarians. Anyway, trying to save face, and the Turians did nothing to stop the Rachni. To be fair, I don't think they had yet joined, like, the Council races. I don't think they had, like, emerged up into the higher tier yet. Krogan were before the Turians, and yet we see exactly how grateful they are. Basically, Vienna's like, good question, next question.
Yeah.
I rewrote their memories into thinking I was their mother. Interesting! That's a little extreme.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Have a pleasant day. Let's see. Alright, making note of Keeper here.
Thank you for using Avita. Don't cry for me.
Evita, Evita. Anyway, I actually really do love that musical movie, especially.
It's a damn good movie.
I'm sorry, but you were asking too many too deep of questions. Next question. Oh boy, one of those.
Yeah.
Wow, 4 hours exactly.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Krogan may have done wrong by attacking other planets, but the resolution of the rebellions was definitely a bit too extreme. Yeah, that's just it. They were her. There's finding a way to stop excessive violence, and then there's literally genocide, which is what it is when you make an entire species largely infertile.
A little bit.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
I will also point out and reiterate that again, I actually have played through the original trilogy before.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan.
I mean...
Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
I will say...
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
I will say, of all the alien species we've seen so far, this one actually has, I think, the coolest design. Because, like, I mean, it's no secret that I have certain qualms with, like if an alien race seems too human. But, I find the originality of this particular design just more probable, all things considered, and also just more original in idea. Not to say I dislike, you know, like overly humanoid species like from Star Wars or Star Trek. I mean, there's a reason they are that way, but, you know, all the same, I prefer seeing these types of designs.
Oh, the Certa Foundation license.
I mean,
I do actually want to get that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think I'm good on all of this, so...
The Hanara are one of the most alien aliens in the series. Yes, I agree.
Commander, it is good.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is
Wow, rude. Yeah, also, I will be right back.
Okay. Ooh. I find the Hannahs inspiring both in their physiology, their communication, and their culture. Cool. Alright. I don't have to worry about non-human armors. I mean, when am I gonna have a non-human? Woo.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
There we go. There's that comment.
Big place.
There's the comment from Ashley. Also, since part of my purpose in playing this game is to show it to Griffin, I'm gonna wait until he gets back before I make further advances. Ha 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 ha. Like a fucking, oh god, like auto text, speech to text thing. Fa ha 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 ha. I heard ooh woo. I mean, Zach, of course you heard the ooh woo. You are, in fact, an ooh woo personified. Anyway, I hope all of you out there in YouTube land are having a good time. What? Conrad? Why? Thank you. Oh my god, why? I mean, thank you. Sorry, that... I was just gonna say hi to the chat, and then you're like, oh, here's money. Don't spend it all in one place, says Conrad. Thank you. Wow, voice crack. Huh, I love what you do. Don't judge me. I'm not judging. I'm judging me. I don't know. I judge me, not people who are... It's not 50 and it's not 50 and it's not Skeeto. That is very cool. Thank you so much, Conrad. And obviously still thank you to Skeeto, both of you. Jesus. Very cool. God. Alright, well that derailed me real quick. I just wanted to give a little bit, because we're probably going to be... I don't know exactly how much longer I'm going to be today. Probably not too much longer. But I did want to say, do a little bit of a drop of the, the standard thing that every YouTuber says. But basically, if you're liking this stuff, since, you reminded me, Conrad, that people like my stuff occasionally. If you're not already subscribed to either here or Sirenia Studios, please like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Hit the bell so you get notifications. I have an issue with this particular channel in particular, where the notifications aren't going through to a lot of people who are subscribed to me. That's because I didn't do such a great job at maintaining my channel so well. But same thing over at Sirenia Studios. There's going to be some additional content hopefully coming up soon. I'm also going to be streaming more both on this channel as well as Sirenia Studios. Sirenia Studios is going to be every other Sunday and hopefully every Wednesday. I'm going to be streaming additionally some art that's going up that will be used likely for projects involved on Sirenia Studios. And on this channel, I'm planning on streaming on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, as well as my current Saturday streams. Mondays are going to be commentary / podcast / topic oriented. Wednesdays is over on Serenity Studios. I can't simultaneously stream on both channels. That would be I could, but it would be not responsible.
Hey, Conrad, did you initiate the plan? I mean, what's all the yelling about over here? Oh, money? Oh, wow.
Anyway, Fridays is going to be... I'm going to see what I can do to tackle my excessive surplus of indie games that I have picked up over the years. That includes the itch.io bundles that I have purchased over the last year or so. I am looking at... let's see, I'm actually coming up, Jesus Christ, on fucking 12-year anniversary, I think, since... Wait, when did I start? It would have been 2008 technically, but I didn't do much. 2009 was when my channel officially took off, so yeah, we're looking at 12 years.
Yeah.
It's coming up soon. Like next week, literally. Anyway, got derailed there for a second. Yes, so Friday's indie developers stuff. I'm going to be trying to go through some of those that I picked up in those bundles, as well as some of the other stuff that I have in my Steam library that I always planned on recording / streaming. I will also say that there are some games that I'm going to be keeping to individual recording and likely posting to possibly another channel. This is a little bit of I'm debating what to do with this, because the way that YouTube works, if you mix up your genres too much on a channel, which is something that unfortunately happened with the M. Lorelei channel, they have a terrible time actually delivering your stuff to your audience. So M. Lorelei is already tanked when it comes to the algorithm. I'm thinking I wanted to originally put some of this, because I've been recording already some Let's Play content, but I don't think I want to put gaming content on my original content channel, or largely original content. I mean, there's some
maybe
fan
like
work.
a Serenia Games thing.
That's literally what I was going to say. If I do end up doing that, it will be basically Serenia Gaming. I will obviously let you know if and when I make such a channel. That all said, I do plan on still recording some games like that for a gaming channel of that kind, and it would probably be a case of having some special guests, as well as individual commentary. I remember you playing Charlotte in Dragon Age Origins. Yeah, so that's been about 12 years, Larks.
Damn.
Yes, more streams. Good night, Ragnar. I'm sorry, I got caught up in talking about all sorts of stuff. Sleep well, but thank you for dropping by. And also, I hope you continue to have fun with Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura. It's one of my favorite games. It feels like yesterday. It does not feel like it's only that it's been 12 years, since I got started with this shit. Train of thought. Oh, right. So I'm hoping to be getting some more stuff into the production schedule, as well as the streaming schedule, as well as production of stuff. Since I'm moving out here, I've been slowly kind of gaining more steam, a little bit more energy. I have been doing considerably better since since I moved out here, because unfortunately I crashed, and I had like a month there where I was like really struggling to get out of the physical and whatnot mire of whether or not I had the energy to do stuff.
Yeah, you take care, Conrad.
All right.
And thanks again, my dude.
Thank you again so much, Conrad. I hope you have a good night. But yes, more streaming, hopefully some original content stuff that I've also been... I've mentioned it before, but I've got a song cover that's going to be coming up hopefully relatively soon, and that's going to be going up on Serenia Studios. I just have to finish the art for that, honestly. I've also got another Symbolism and Lore in the works. I just have to finish writing it and then start recording it. But I'm excited for a lot of the stuff that's coming down the line. So obviously, if you're liking what I'm doing and you want to support that, other than obviously the individuals who dropped by today to throw money at me for whatever fucking reason, you can also do that either through Patreon. Like if you go to Patreon, that's usually like at patreon.com/mlorelei, you can, even just for $1 a month, you get early access to videos that get made for the channel. You can even participate in voting for things like on the Lore of Lias campaigns, what kind of events that the characters are going to be facing, whether or not they get boons, whether they get curses, etc. You get voting on a lot of different things, as a matter of fact. And then at $5 and up, and then again at $10 and up, you will get various behind-the-scenes looks, panel previews, illustration, artwork, concept art, stuff along those lines. You will have access to all of that at that point. So, thank you, Zach.
And also thank you, Zach.
Thank you, Zach. We like you and we want you to be. I appreciate that. Patreon helps with day-to-day expenses, especially as, you know, I have found a local clinic for my regular care, and that means that I'm going to have to be keeping up with that again. And unfortunately, on top of that, I have some medical issues with at least 2 of my cats at this point. So if you hear me, if you see me leaning hard on the, hey, can you help me make this profitable? It's because, unfortunately, it's also expensive food-wise living out here. Even just groceries are, like, knocking me out quite a bit financially every week.
The West Coast be like that.
Yeah. So if I press on that a little bit harder than I normally do, it's because I am starting to feel the belt tightening, I guess. Do I have a challenger for bidding war? Oh no.
Right at the end.
Oh no.
You know what to do, Skeeto.
No! No!
Hey, you need grocery money. You just said so.
I do, but I will even say also, like, if you don't want to do things like Patreon, and if you don't want to do, like, a super chat, oh dear, Zach, you can also go to the coffee.com/mlorelei, and that's usually just like a completely non-commitment, one-time donation kind of thing. It functions like a tip jar for me, and that also helps with things. Basically, a lot of ways if you want to throw money at me, like apparently some of you do.
I mean.
I appreciate it. So that's all the rundown of all of the, hey, here's various ways that you can support me. And if you can't do anything financially, like, one, no pressure to actually have to do that. My mentioning this is basically, like, it's meant to basically put, like, a highlight on it, but not so much, like, do this or else. I'm going to continue making the content that I have been making.
There it is.
Are you heading out, Zach? I hope you have a good evening then.
Yeah.
Zach Taft there. Thank you, Skeeto. Oh, goodness. But thank you. I'm still going to be releasing everything that I do. I'm still going to be streaming, hopefully as much as I am. It'd be nice if the streaming pans out, though. I'll say that much. But I'm hoping to continue adding to reasons for people to enjoy the content that I'm making, so that people are willing to help me make this a little bit more viable, especially for the slightly more expensive lifestyle that I am living at this point. That all said, see you around then. Alright, take care, Larks. Or, take care, Larks. Yeah, take care, Larks.
Good old Skeeto. Goodbye, Larks. What? It's like you pull a trap door.
Larks falling down.
That's what you get for not adding to the bid war.
That's what you get for being a 12-year subscriber to my channel.
It's like, what are you going to do? What do I get for that? You get to die.
No! Okay, thank you, Zach Taft. Thank you. Anyway. Alright, so all of those little rundowns aside, let's close out a couple of areas over here in the Mass Effect game. Fine, I'm taking my Kaidan plushie with me. Hey! Let me look at it. I like looking at it. Actually, I can just continue looking at the Kaidan. Yeah. Also, so Ashley said the remark.
Oh, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Alright.
This place is a little too perfect. Like they're hiding something. I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Racist.
Yeah, that's literally it. She makes a lot of remarks like that. Hello, right? Remember, Keeper is here. Did I hear more bidding war? No? No?
Pull the trigger, Skeeto.
So I don't have a knife, but... Actually, I do have a knife. I am still here. Oh, I thought you were saying goodbye.
Oh, I think he thought you were calling it for the stream.
Soon. I would say probably soon. I just wanted to...
Yeah, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, definitely. Where am I going? I am going literally back and forth. In case you were wondering, by the way, I am in fact this terrible with directions most of the time.
Yes, indeed, you should, Skeeto.
You've already double tapped!
Make it a triple. Ooh, baby, a triple! Pull the lever, Kronk.
Correct lever! Ah, you!
I love how that's like, okay, we're done here. You are Bastard.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
Heroes? How about 10 more double tap... Skeeto. I'm learning to drive, and oh boy, most people make it easy.
Yeah, they certainly make it look easy, yeah.
It's not easy.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
There's a brief audio glitch, and now I'm just fucking thinking back to the Vinny Vinesauce video that we just watched.
Oh, God.
What was
Yeah, with the fucking Lego Island, too.
Oh, my God. What was that one that ended with the bark, or started with the bark? Today's temperature is...
Today's temperature is... But... And the pepper is hot. And the pepper is...
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
I mean... Space Varric?
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Skeeto, you're not allowed to do more than 500 at a time. Don't you try this shit.
Do it, you won't.
Don't do it. You won't.
I love just playing devil's advocate for this, for the fucking donations. I remember a friend was playing Persona 5 when someone said, "I am the law," and they play the... You know what? That's an appropriate reference for fucking Persona 5.
Still
I'll say
sounds
that
shady
much.
to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
I really love that retort.
Oh, yeah.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
You raise a good point, Zach.
Create 20 accounts and you can only do 500 at a time. No,
Per
you're not.
account.
No. I do remember when Skeeto fucking logged into an alternative account just to do exactly that.
Yeah, you think I only have 2? Again, they have workarounds. For reference, she's doing the boy hand both to the mic and me. Says, honey, you got a big story. Yeah. You're not wrong, Marks.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the
I feel
galaxy.
you never have a big enough
It is a
curse
technological
to
marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper
have,
than the hull and
have enough fortune to require my services.
Presidium
How about I give you
forward,
10,000?
The entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
Yes? Is she right there?
No, but pounces.
Zelda! Wow!
Yep, here she comes.
Here's that girl.
She's that girl. There it is.
Conrad. Well, Brackproof is saying my girlfriend says hi. Thank you, Conrad, and hello to your GF. I hope she's doing okay.
Yes. Oh, there she is.
Stop!
She came in person for a special cameo appearance. Ah, God.
A challenger. No!
New challenger approaches.
No! Oh my God!
And here's the wind-up. There's the pitch.
I mean, I appreciate for all of my exaggerated responses. I always do appreciate people, throwing money. It's no small thing to legitimately actually invest your own money in someone else doing stuff that you appreciate, or just because you want to throw money at someone for whatever fucking reason you want to do so.
Yeah.
But I always worry, like, there's a part of me that's like, oh, thank God, but then there's also a big part of me that goes, like, God, why?
There's a part of you that goes full, like, stop!
Stop!
Go watch Half-Life VR AI.
Yep, Half-Life VR, but the AI is...
Self-aware.
Self-aware. Yes, that's what it was.
It's so fucking good.
So good. Yeah, it's like I worry, my hands are in my hair tearing it out because I worry! I worry for you. Anyway, tell me about the Presidium.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
I really love the way that Barlavon speaks.
Yeah.
He has a very poetic way of speaking. It's very, not just articulate, but it's smooth.
Like, again, it reminds me of Varric.
Yeah, a little bit. In fact, I wonder about the voice actor.
I know. And also, Zach, you said it perfectly. Look after yourselves first, but give if you like.
Yeah, agreed. But I always have appreciation for people who are good with turn of phrase. I mean, it's almost like I'm a highly verbal person myself or something like that. Liking, subscribing, and commenting also helps in the long term. Yes, something I didn't actually get around to saying. There are non-financial ways to support my channels, including subscribing to them. And if I do end up making a gaming channel, I will, obviously be making a promotion for that.
Yeah.
Gets YouTube to notice. Yep. It's sketch down there, but nice sort of maybe. But I love the description of it pulses with the lifeblood of the galaxy. It's
Yeah.
such a cool way of putting that.
It's a good turn of phrase.
Alright, well.
I should go.
There we go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I will say that feels like a pretty good place, in
Just
fact.
as Ian's coming back.
Oh, yeah, it looks like my dinner's over, but the stream is not. Yeah, by the way, bye. Oh, God. Alright, I'm going to close out of this, which is going to prompt the game to open up the Legacy Edition.
You good, Cat?
She's
She's got a case of the Newmies, audience.
She is a Yumi baby right now. Nice timing!
Nice timing!
Nice! I love that. I have no idea if this person even still, like, hate watches me at this point. There was someone who, whenever I would make any kind of incidental reference to, like, Japanese culture or speak in Japanese, even if it was words that I'd only kind of halfway understood, she took great personal offense and would yell at me.
Uber weep?
Yeah, effectively. But also, like, the definition of an SJW. Like, I am left-leaning as fuck, alright? I am... If you guys have been watching my streams for any extended period of time, you can get an idea of exactly how left I am.
I mean,
You got...
we live in Portland. You do the math.
Among other things, but... this person literally called for the death and dismemberment of men.
Yeah.
This person was, let's see, I think about maybe one step away from being a TERF.
I mean, they already sound rad, femme. Also, cameo from yet another cat.
Hi, Sir Pounce. It is getting to be close to that time for feeding them, although...
Mayhaps.
Slapping the baby.
He sounds like a bongo. Like, we drum the cats in general, but this is the only cat that sounds... There we go! We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. You should see Laura's face right now.
I'm gonna cry.
The coming of the cat was good luck.
Thank you very much, Skeeto. I do appreciate it.
God.
Oh my god.
Oh my word.
God.
So that brings us up to a 2:45 for this stream.
Thank you.
You guys are very generous. Thank you so much.
Genuinely, I do appreciate that a lot. Do not do this every week, or else I will in fact kill you.
Do it.
Hey now.
You're a rock star.
Don't skew it. For Laura's food. I left for 1 minute. Holy larks. Cats are a good sign of good fortune, especially when they lie a certain way and you put coins on them.
Yeah.
Anyway, where was my train of thought just now? Before all of this.
Ending the stream.
Yeah,
Before Skeeto can quadruple tap.
I guess so. I don't even fucking remember. Alright, well, you did it. You blew my fucking mind. So I mentioned before, I'm going to be hopefully streaming a bit more often. This next week is a little bit up in the air because this week was like Hell Week in one day.
Yeah.
But I am hoping to continue to push myself to be streaming more often, and that includes being consistent with the Saturday, as well as the every other Sunday, and then Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on various channels. I will be putting out like an official like schedule like that people can easily track, and I'll probably be like on screens like this, like splash screens or stream beginnings. I'll have like a schedule for what for what days are going to be at what time. I do know that a lot of them are going to be localized to Pacific time where I am, but like I know that, for example, I'm going to be keeping this one consistent with this time. I know that there's going to be 3 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 3 p.m. Central, which is going to be 1 p.m. here over in Pacific.
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday for that. Sunday is going to still be at the 4:30 p.m. Central, 2:30 p.m. Pacific.
There's another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Whoops, caught the wrong train.
Looks like you got more competition, Skeeto.
No! No!
Time to break out the second account. It's all worth it for that face.
Thank you, Shakarian. I'm hoping to be doing more on the actual content side of things. There are some things that are coming through. I've got some things that I also need to pester Griffin to help me with. Skeeto.
Welcome to the Wheel of Fortune.
Welcome to Wheel of Fortune! Fuck you. I can't compete with Skeeto. Kitten has expense. Yes,
it's the
please,
thought that counts.
Please prioritize your baby. Your baby deserves your money far more than I do, but I appreciate the tip either way. But yes, I'm hoping I'm hoping to really actually earn the shit that you guys are throwing at me. I will say that I have been doing better in terms of my energy, so that's why I feel confident in announcing a new stream schedule. Yeah. I'm going to be keeping to it as much as I can. I will say that health is a factor in terms of my ability to stream, but I'm going to be pushing just a little bit harder to keep things consistent for guys. Just guys only.
Right.
Non-binary folks and women, I'm sorry, bye.
You take that, misandrists.
Also, I do love the new fan art that Koshi got. It's popped up a couple of times now. You can see like the little fan art roll here that comes up, but there's a new one.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, by the way. I never got a chance to comment on that on stream, but that's cute as shit.
The one that just popped up, the one with the actual color, the green cloak of the Kenku Koshi.
Yeah.
That was done by Calum X. Yeah. So thank you again, Calum, for sending over that fan art.
Calum's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I was thrown off by that when it came up. So I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna toss it in there. I said it before. If you've got fan art, like even in general, like if you've got fan art for this channel or Sirenia Studios as a whole, I would love to see it. I'll probably try and include more fan art. Like I'll try and keep, like, for example, the Starburst fan art related to Starburst streams, for example. But just in general, if you guys are, you want to make some fan related content, as long you can contact me, like over on Twitter. I usually have that in the description for every video. You can tweet it at me. I think you can DM it. I think you have to just like try and DM me and I can be like approve it or something like that. Yeah. But I love hearing from folks, and of course, like, fan content for stuff that I'm making is just kind of mind blowing.
Oh yeah. I've been loving it.
Yeah, it's been surreal, and I love that. Especially Koshi has resonated with people.
I guess so.
They have such a particular.
I mean, they're basically just a meme machine. They're just references. So I'm just honestly surprised that people enjoy them as much as they do.
I mean, I love Koshi. I know that everyone on the team loves Koshi. I know that the audio... Skeeto can win. My cat is Expanse as well as my video game / book addiction. I mean, that's fair. And again, please prioritize your pets and your own needs and your own likes first. Yeah. Koshi is amazing.
Yeah, you guys come first. And like for as much as I may jokingly egg on with this stuff, like, honestly, make your own well-being a priority. If you can give, we would very much appreciate it, but never put yourselves out over it. That's the main thing to take away from this.
Skeeto, don't you dare. Skeeto, don't you dare. Don't.
It's a fight over the mic.
Hi, Zelda. Hi, baby. Carol. Okay.
She's like, the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah, she's always looking like that.
Oh.
Anyway, so we are definitely at that point of the stream where I start. Can you what?
Can we donate? Yes, we can.
Oh, suddenly we have. You joke about that, but.
As it turns out, I can actually do a pretty good job of doing the ASMR voice. And there is the possibility of me getting into that at some point in the future.
So now that I've made at least half of you uncomfortable.
I mean, I'll say this. I wouldn't object, Skeeto, but also, all joking aside, make sure you're still in the green, like,
Yeah.
finance-wise, my dude.
Definitely take care of yourself, my dude.
Yeah.
I should see about arranging something for, in fact, the, because, I mean, let me even just fucking check the date here. Anniversary.
It's the 31st.
Yeah. Oh, God, it will be exactly, it will be 1 week from today. That's the anniversary. So next week I might see about doing something special.
Yeah.
We shall see. But in the meantime, today has been a lot of fun. I'm glad we got to make some progress in Mass Effect, although it was largely just running around the Presidium and kind of getting a little bit of the codexes, the codices filled and being, what's it called? I don't want to say the bad words for it. Handled inappropriately by the consort. Mm-hmm. Anniversary stream! Yes, I'm looking...
She grabbed you by the pulse rifle.
Hi, Zelda! So, I keep trying to say I might not be able to make it. Yeah, I mean... The thing is, obviously, any streams are going to get archived on the channel.
Yeah,
they will get eventually...
So you'll see it, even if you might not see it in the moment.
I used to do a thing where I would do 24-hour streams. I do not feel physically capable of doing that at this point.
I never understood people who could do that.
I could.
Even, like, the 12-hour stuff makes me go, like, shit, man. You gotta have a lot of free time on your hands.
Well, I do. This is kind of my job.
True.
I used to be able to do 24-hour streams. In fact, that was most often what I did for the anniversary streams back in the day. The main reason I haven't, as of recent, is because I have chronic fatigue.
Well, I mean, we're in our 30s now, so...
Yeah, there's also that. But that, I mean, I will say it's not exactly like it's difficult for me to stay up for over 24 hours, but I want to join the stream again! I know.
Yeah, I know Tom Scott did a couple charity things for that. He's like 12 games in 12 hours and then 24 games in 24 hours. So it is possible, but usually you have to have a dedicated team like on hand to make sure if one person gets tired, the show will still go on.
Yeah. Anyway, all of this exciting stuff aside, thank you again to everyone who came by today to come watch the stream. I always love having your guys' input on the stream. I have done all of the like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell stuff that I've already talked about. Patreon, coffee.com/mlorelei, etc. Those of you especially, Shikarian, Skeeto, and Conrad, thank you for your contributions today. That was unexpected.
And don't forget Shikarian.
I said Shikarian, didn't I?
Did you?
I thought that was the first name I mentioned.
I thought it was Ian, Skeeto, and Conrad that you said.
I did say Ian, did I?
Yeah.
I don't think Ian. I thought I said Shikarian.
Yeah.
If I made a mistake there, forgive me, but
stop being right.
Stop gaslighting me. Don't gaslight me. You guys in the audience, tell me whether or not I said Ian or Shikarian. See? Okay. Shikarian says, you gaslighting prick!
Let us know in the comments who's the actual right person.
I don't. Thank you guys.
You donated your time and, care.
Yeah, I mean, again, even just commenting live during streams or leaving comments on the videos, like, I do read those. I've said that before, but I do, and it every single time I get, like, oh.
Do it. You won't.
So, thank you, Griffin, for being my co-host, as you have been for the last couple of years. Thank you, me, for streaming today. And hopefully I will be seeing you guys more often. If you follow my Twitter account, I'll probably be posting updates there. I will also be posting them probably to my Discord servers for people who are actually in them, both the Patreon as well as the quote-unquote public one.
Yeah.
I should probably eventually open that one up fully to the public, too, because it's been a little quiet around there anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't
mean,
think
careful what you wish for with public servers, but...
I don't think that we're running the risk of having like hundreds of people suddenly flood the servers. That would require me having a dedicated audience of hundreds of people. I will say the folks that I do have on the regular are wonderful, and I would not mind having them actually join the server to converse. Anyone who's not currently in them.
Yeah.
I won't discourage it. Another donation needed. No. But I will hopefully see you guys next week, one way or another. Tomorrow is not going to be a Laura Flias Starburst stream.
Yeah. Aw, but we love you anyway, Shakarian.
We love you anyway. You've been pretty consistent, Shakarian, and I appreciate that too. Anyway, I'm trying to say goodnight. You guys are too awesome. But I am looking forward to bringing you more Mass Effect goodness next Saturday. I will keep you guys hopefully up to date on Twitter and maybe even Tumblr if I remember to access my social media. Up to date on if I'm going to be streaming this next week more often or if I'm going to reserve that for the week following. Obviously, we will have to see. Yeah. But in the meantime, thank you all, and I hope you have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time.
Take care, everyone.